This is some unimportant shit. File it under unimportant nigga dunk.
Helito Chimachukma.
More.
You good?
That's all? That's all I get?
I'm trying to remember.
What did you just say?
Hi, how are you?
Oh.
Yeah.
So how do you say it?
Helito Chimachukma.
Helito Chimachukma. Nah, I probably said that all wrong. Helito Imachukma, mom, until she passes out.
You actually said it right the first time.
Man, so tell me another sentence. How do you say? Let me think of one. My favorite color is orange.
Oh fuck, they still do that.
Or okay, I like to run.
I know. Wok. That's the name of a cow. That's the native Choctaw name for a cow is Wok.
What is hang on. I said I like to run. Oh, what was that? What was the other one we were making fun of a minute ago? Not Tatonka. Tatonka's bull. What's I mean what stands with this. Like what is that? Does that mean anything? I mean, they have a whole language for every single word. Like, I mean, you learned English first growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did your parents do? Or were they like artists?
No.
Is your dad Indian?
No.
Is your mom Indian?
Mm-hmm.
Full-blooded?
No, I think she's half because my grandfather, which is my mom's dad.
Is your mom still alive?
Mm-hmm.
Tell her you met a rapper named. Did you think I was a good rapper? Did I impress you? Tell her you met like the dopest white rapper you ever run into in your entire life, and I need her to make me a recurve bow when it says carved rhino in it. I want to start shooting bow. You know how to shoot bow, man?
I'm damn good with it.
Man, I wanted to get one in Walmart here so recently, man. There was one for $40, man. It was nice too, and they got those arrows in there that like pierce. I don't know how they advertise a little thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pierces bone and flesh and muscle and goes in and flicks out, and I was like, nigga, damn, hell yeah. Because I've always been anti-gun, and really all peace. Like, I'm not really into violence. And as you get older, you gotta grow out of that pussy little mind frame or whatever, and use your words or whatever. Be kind of good. But I'm bad at that. You know, I'm a real victim of my sins, you know. The longer you stick around me, if you were ever to, I don't know what path I'm going in life. I know I'm a Christian, I believe in God. That don't mean my relationship with my higher power is anything better than anyone else's out there. But one thing you will notice is people really do get tired of being around me because I'm just like, just a moody individual, you know. I was just living in, I don't know if you know where Shadow Lake Apartments are, right kind of down the road on Chenal. They were nice apartments, man. I'm paying $1,000 a month staying there. I'm on the second story. Had it so nice, man. I'm on the second story. I just moved from a studio. I'm living in a studio apartment for 4 years. I get my jaw broken by a GD. Gangster Disciple. I show up to the door, and there's an Aryan Brotherhood dude there. And 2 weeks before I got my jaw broken, I only brought food to him the day I got my jaw broken. 2 weeks leading up into that, I was getting slapped by him. I locked in a studio apartment, so I had a chick on the bed with a flip phone camera, videotaping it. This GD fucking came in, fucking hit me with a fake right to the left. I had to give him props for it. Like 5 minutes later, I was like, that was nice, dude. But I mean, in real talk, it just shook me the fuck up. You know, I thought these were my friends. And I didn't ever have a reason why I was getting, you know, hurt and shit like that. And then I got my jaw broken. You know, that shit happened at 9 o'clock on a Friday night. You know, I was like, is some food? He's like, this for them? And he's like, all right, bet, fam, stay out there. So he went and handed it to him. He comes out the door, hits me like a quick 3 times. I'm sorry, whatever. I go back to my place. I'm like, damn, Sarge. I'm talking to my dog. I'm like, I'm leaking. You know, spitting blood in the sink or whatever. I'm like, fuck, I hope that shit ain't broke. Oh well, that's a dumb night, you know, because I just woke up and I was like, I'll just take some of my medication or whatever, you know, some of my real medication, whatever, it'll be all right. And then you just have the thought, I'll just take some food over to somebody, you know, hey, maybe they got a bowl going around, maybe I can get high, whatever. So that could happen. Saturday comes around, I'm like, all right, damn, I'm going to walk to the store and get $1 beer. I'm going to walk there, and the rest of my day wasn't so bad. Then Sunday hit. And then Monday hit. I went to therapy, you know, called my dad. I was like, hey, Dad, you know, I don't mean, he's the biggest trauma, or he's chief of surgery at UAMS, my dad. And he's got a $700,000 house down there on 3 acres. He's a shit. You know, you think a mob boss is like a mob boss and they just do guns and shit and just hang out low key and put out hits on people? No, fucking surgeons, like in hospitals, will fucking get you cut up,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and then they'll be, hey, send them back here, you know, I'll have my little assistants work on them. We'll send them back out again, and we'll probably see them again, you know, like that shit's. He told me one day, he was like, you know how many you know, gangsters have just like, you know, went out on a limb and told me like, hey, you know, we appreciate the help you did. You know, if you need anything, let us know. You know, I was like, whoa, you know, I didn't ever think about that. You know, and didn't really put too much thought into it after that. But you know, I know if I was ever fucked off bad in life, it'd be nothing for my dad to drag someone off to the woods, and it'd be like that scene in motherfucking Law-Abiding Citizen. You know, I just seen that movie where, you know, he's got that dude out on the surgery table and he's like, hey, you ain't gonna be able to move. You know, we got some poison from a little puffer fish in you. You know, we're just gonna get to cutting. Sorry, nigga. You know, like, I think like that too, man. Like, really, if I could get the jump on anybody doing somebody bad out there and go out in the woods on a trail somewhere and dig a hole, just a hole on the path and just walk, hey, yeah, come on, man. And just walk with them, let them fall in the hole and just be like, bro, I know it seems fucked up, you down there in that hole and shit. There's no bamboo down in there. You didn't get cut up on the fall down in there. You alright, pussy ass motherfucker? Okay. I got you a porterhouse steak up here with some A1 sauce, fork, knife. Which I just want reasons. Give me reasons why you wanted to do somebody else bad, and you can come out of that, you can eat the steak, and then as soon as they come out of there and they give me, I feel like the right reasons, the wrong reasons, it don't really matter at this point in my life, because life's that fucked up. I'd be like, man, I got you a nice watch, or a Rolex or something like that. That motherfucker gonna be tied to a goddamn just strong ass fishing line, and it's gonna be just run all up to like a goddamn fucking John Deere, a fucking just a tractor ass machine that you just spin around and just rip that motherfucker's arm off once he throws the watch. I'm gonna be like, oh shit, your arm, oh man, your arm's over there. There's dogs eating it. So sorry, man. Were your reasons all right? All right. Well, continue to tell me about your reasons and stuff. Let's go get your arm if you want it. Well, I'm not. I don't actually want to walk over there and get your arm, man. The dogs are eating it. It's kind of nasty. But you can go get your arm. But make sure you yell out your reasons as you're going over there. I'm hard of hearing. You know, people that cross me bad, really cross me bad, and I never catch them, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, have you ever just caught somebody, like, in the act before they was finna do some foul ass shit? Mm-hmm. Really? Like, do you even care to say the example? Like, what was they finna do? I know it wasn't no September 11th fucking thing.
Basically, before I had met my old lady, in my hometown of Spyro.
No, my name's Ryan, by the way.
Garrett.
Garrett? Yeah. It's like G-A-R-R-E-T or G-A-R-R-E-T-T or G-A-R-E-T-T? G-A-R-R-E-T-T.
That one.
Yeah. No E at the end.
No, there's an E. It's G-A-R-R-E-T-T.
It's almost like a road. All right. And so you, right where you met your lady.
But yeah, it was a.
Oh, in the town. What was the town that you lived in?
Spyro.
Where's that? In Oklahoma?
Mm-hmm.
Spyro, like the video game.
Mm-hmm.
S-P what?
Just spelled a little bit different. It's S-P-I-R-O instead of S-P-Y-R-O.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what happened?
So basically, what I used to be is a runner and a kind of like a part-time dealer. You know? So, of course, you know, you're going to have people that are going to, you know, fuck you over, you know, screw you over, you know, all this and all that. Well, the small ones I wouldn't usually bother with, you know, depending on how severe that small.
What was you running? Just a little bit of weed, a little buzz and shit, and that's about it? Huh?
Yeah, just weed. They kept trying to get me to do, like, meth and shit, and I kept telling them, like, dude.
Were you protected? Were you brought into that, or was it something you was like, well, shit, everybody else around me is doing it. I'm gonna do it better than them. Fuck it.
Kind of both.
Yeah.
Kind of both.
What age?
It's like 15, 16, 17.
Did you make some money?
Yeah, but I told them I want mostly, you know, the shit that I get out of it. Mm-hmm. I just really want it to be in weed. You know, I just want to get weed out of it.
Right.
That was really
no cash. Just,
yeah.
Right.
Now, every now and then I'll tell them, like, all right, look, man, you have to hold off on the weed. I just want the money.
Did you have some big runs sometimes? Did you ever get caught? No. What was the most? I'm curious. You can lie to me right now. You probably will. What's the most that you ran, like on a run? Like, did you have some bales on your back, or was it way more advanced than that? We had some vans, nigga.
I think the most we most I had done was 5 pounds.
Yeah. But have you? What's the most you've probably seen, like out in the field, just growing?
At least 2 or 3 acres worth.
Yeah. Out in Oklahoma, they grow it like that. Right. But it's on like you can't like be on that land.
Yeah,
Like.
no, it's usually on like some private land.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, shit. So Indian people smoke weed. Is that like their main? Well, tobacco. I don't know. Could Indians live without tobacco, man? Are they more tobacco fiends than I am, man? You smoke tobacco? Yeah, obviously. Man. You ever gonna quit?
Hell.
Yeah, I probably won't either, man. Take it right to the grave. All right, let you keep going. I'm bad at interviews. All right.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So, this one guy, you know, I've always had issues with him. You know, kind of like screwing me over, you know, fucking me over and shit in the end. And,
So it was about his 4th, 5th strike. You know, this motherfucker.
More like 10th or 15th.
I mean, did you ever go out on a limb and try and set him correct? Did other people kind of come into his life and was like, "Hey, you messed up right there"? Yeah. How did he take it? He was just like, "Yeah, whatever. People just pick on me." Well, how did he lash back out, huh? He was just like silent and he was just like, "Man, fuck y'all."
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
And there's quite a few times.
Was he a big guy?
No, he's about my size.
Was he protected? Was he from a snotty, snooty family? No. Was he good with his bow and arrow skills?
No, he just liked fucking people over.
Did he have a hot girlfriend?
No.
Was he rich? All right. So what happened? I'm curious, man. You tomahawked his ass, huh?
Basically, again, like I say, you know, this is like the 10th, 15th time, you know, he screwed me over in the end.
Right.
And up until that point, you know, they were all, you know, small.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he shorted me like a buck or two. You
Right.
know? And I'm like, all right, you know, that's cool, it's whatever. You know, it's $1 or $2. You know, I ain't gonna be tripping over like that over like $2.
But shit, even a dub sack, some of you fucked over on that. I'd be fucked off of a 5 sack. Sometimes it take all day long to get $5. The motherfucker will just sprinkle out a few crumbs in your hand. You better be happy you got some few crumbs. And I was down to Shreveport one time. I'm not meaning to cut you off. I was down to Shreveport, man. I just took some coins to the pawn shop. I said, man, it's finna be a day. I got a $100 bill on me. I picked up one dude right on the street and driving. I was like, I mean, I'm just really looking for a dub sack, just $20, man. He talked me up to a goddamn spending the whole bill. He said, "Oh, something indoors, hydroponic, da da da. May as well go with the whole 100." Motherfucker ran in the house. I'm talking about. I'm making blocks, just like, hey, that's what getting it quick, and you know you don't have that appreciation for it. But anyway, let you get back to what you were saying. And no, I didn't ever get reimbursed. I'm looking for you, motherfucker. No.
But yeah, no, this time, you know, he had kind of, you know, upped the quantity a little bit, you know, because usually, you know, he'll get, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 grams.
So you was already thinking, you was already kind of thinking like, man, I don't know, this dude might go south right here.
But, you know, this time he said he wanted like 4 or 5 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I was like, all right, I can do that.
But knowing he didn't have the money to pay for that shit straight
just
up.
had the fucking money ready.
Man, what the fuck did he do?
You know?
He didn't rob your ass, did he?
So I get to his house, you know.
Is his homies
I
there?
set it all down.
Is it just him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because, see, everybody in that town knew me.
Right.
You know, they knew if you fucked me over, depending on how severe it was, you may live that day, you may not live that day.
Right.
You know? So nobody really fucked me over too bad. Well, so, you know, I get to his house, you know, I put it out all on the table, you know, so he can look at it, you know, he can count it, you know, make sure everything's straight on, you know, that end.
Right.
And then, you know, he pulls out the money, you know, he sets it on the table, you know, he gives it to me, I'm counting it out, you know, because for 4 or 5 ounces, that's at least a good $200, $300, $400, $500.
And I was addicted to weed for 10 years, man. The highest sack I ever bought was a $50 sack. That's it.
Yeah. See?
So how much money did he have to pay?
So I told him, you know, if you give me like $354, then we have a deal. He said, all right, I can settle on 4. So, all right, we can do that. So
why would he want to pay? This is a curious question. Well, if you still saying $350 to 4, and he's going ahead and say 4, he might already be talking like he felt like he owed you already, huh? Because I mean, any other wise person, grown, smart, is gonna be like, man, I'm not really trying to get it for the low, but 50 less bucks, I'm gonna go for that 350 over that 4 any day, you know.
Right.
I'm trying to talk you down to 325 if I could, you know.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You know, so I was like, all right, yeah, I can do that.
Right.
You know, so he puts down the money. You know, it's in a bunch of tens, fives, 20s, and ones. You know, I seen like maybe one or two $100 bills in there. So I'm sitting there counting it out and stuff. And I was kind of in a rush because it was a busy day. I had like 4 or 5 other people that were hitting me up too. So I was in a bit of a rush.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you let somebody know before you were going in to make this deal? Like, hey, I'm finna go do this shit. If y'all don't hear from me or something goes south, you know what house I'm gonna be at.
No. I would usually, tell my old lady because I was still doing it after I met her.
Right.
And if I was leaving, I'd tell her, hey, baby, I'm going out.
Mm-hmm. So he didn't throw down the 4, huh? What'd he throw down?
So yeah, I had like 4 or 5 other people, hit me up, calling me, saying, hey man, we want to re-up. So I was kind of busy that day.
Right.
So I counted out a little bit quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the money and I left. I did all my other runs. When I got back home, I was sitting down. I was finally counting out all the money I'd gotten that day. And the way I would do it is I wouldn't put it all together. I would keep it separated, so I know who gave me what.
Right.
Because that's where a lot of people go wrong. They'll put it all together.
Right.
They start counting out. No,
right.
I like them to be separated. So I'm like, all right, I know, this person gave me $50. This person gave me $200. This person gave me $10 for a dime.
Mm-hmm. Hell, you might want to write that down on a sheet of paper and forget about it.
Yeah. So I get home. I sit down. I'm going back to counting his stack again, which was supposed to be $400, but he shorted me $150.
Right. How did you not catch that in his place? You were busy. You had to go.
Yeah, I was busy. I was just like, all right, bam, 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 bam. All right, looks good. I gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
So
150. What? So what? Did you hit him up on